Hey guys, I will make a short update on my bike, what I upgraded since the last video, put a new light on there just yesterday. I'm not sure if it's good or not, and I got finally the Gen 4 motor again. I'm quite happy with it. I got a better chain, how you say it, a better gearing. I got now the 72 tooth chainring for the motor to crank, and I'm happy with it. I put in the back, I did put a 44 tooth chainring for the bicycle chain, so I got better gearing for pedal assist. I can now pedal up to 40 kilometers an hour. I'm quite happy with that. And the chain line is also better now. I got a new derailleur, the other one was destroyed. A new derailleur hanger from North Shore Billet from Canada. It looks nice, it's not destroyed by now, so I'm happy with it. From 61 aluminum, so quite nice. And then the new cassette, also 11 speed like before, and I'm happy with it. I left all 11 gears in it this time. I didn't space it out because now I'm happy with it. It's no need to space it out for now. I will test it further. I have it only on there since 1 or 2 weeks, so it's not tested thoroughly. And a new wheel. I got the DT Swiss 240 hybrid hub with the freewheel, and it's the most reliable freewheel we ever had. My brother has it on his bike for like 3 years now, and he has 12 kilowatts on his bike, and it's still holding up fine, so we're happy with it. And then I got the Hope rim, the 4-tooth 30, and it's a nice rim, a robust rim. Also, my brother has the same one for 2 years or 3 years now. It's very good. It's very reliable and robust. And then I also made, shortly after the last video, I made a chain tensioner. So I don't know if you can see it good. It's from a solid block of aluminium, and then I used the original wheel from the original chain tensioner and a normal quite a basic tension spring, and then yeah, it's very reliable and robust. I use it now since a month, and it's very good. I'm very happy with it. I have no problems with it by now. So actually the original chain tensioner is built something like that, exactly like that, and you have the spring is one problem, it breaks off. I broke 2 of them, I think. Then the other problem is the design of that. You have 2 spacers here, and then you have the center part, and that's a used one, and actually you can see how, yeah, it's destroyed. It's not really good design. I'm sorry, CYC, I really like your company, but the chain tensioner, you just, and you see it destroys itself, and then it gets off camber from the tension and destroys this bearing here, and it destroys also your chain, because the chain gets tensioned on one side only, and so it gets also yeah, fucked. So actually the chain tensioner, if yeah, I probably would always do my own. The wheel is perfectly fine. This one is also destroyed, but if you have a new wheel, they're good. They have good bearings and everything. When they just get straight load from top, it's no problem. If they get off camber, it's getting to be a problem, because then you will wear out the bearing in the tensioner wheel. So I just bought a new one, and then I built my own tensioner out of solid aluminium, and then I had just a solid block with just a space for the wheel, and it was just a bit smaller, shorter than this spacer, and then I put the spacer in, and then I could put the screw in and tighten it, and it wouldn't jam up. It had always enough space to work. And then you have the whole length of the spacer. You have the load on the whole spacer, not only on this small spot from this small thing. So guys, I actually took it off. As you can see, it's a solid block of aluminium, and then I have just a spacer perfectly fitted in there. Maybe quite too perfect. Wait a second, need to get... So I got it out. It was actually a bit jammed up from the dirt, so it's not a perfect system, but it's holding up nice. The bearing of the tensioning wheel looks perfect, feels perfect, and I actually just took solid block and made the place for the wheel, and then I made the hole for the spacer, and it works quite nicely. I could put a better fitting spring on there. It's not perfect, and actually it fell off 2 times, the spring, and then the tensioner hung down, and the chain was rubbing on it, but it doesn't really matter. It's probably not so good for the chain. The chain tensioner doesn't care. But it works quite nicely, and it's not so complicated, it's quite simple. So I would recommend to build something like that for CYC. Maybe a little less chunky, but something in the realms of this, which really how you say it, the load is not only on one spot of the spacer, but on the big spot. I'm not sure how to say it, dissipate or something like that, I'm not sure. But yeah, I would build something like that if I would be CYC. Just it will be way has way longer lifespan than this stuff like that. It can't work. It's like physical. It has to destroy itself at one point, and this one might have a chance. Probably it's okay. So yeah, pretty simple but working. So actually I did put the chain tensioner right now back in and cleaned it first up and everything, and I just saw it's still destroying a little bit itself. So the spacer, which is in the middle, like the original CYC spacer, it's rubbing. So I might build one with 2 ball bearings on each side, chain tensioner, so there is no rubbing action. It's actually on a ball bearing or something, but I think still with the rubbing and everything, it has like a year or 2 of usage in there before it's getting off camber or something, and then you just would have to make a new spacer in there. So it's not so bad actually. Yeah, but I don't have anything more to say or tell you guys. It's just cleaned the bike, not perfectly but mostly, and I'm happy snow is incoming. I already prepared a snow video which I will upload soon, from the first snow we had like a month ago, actually. No, not a month ago, 2 weeks ago. And now this evening is snowing coming again, so I'm happy. I'm motivated to get some snow riding in. We already destroyed my brother's bike in the snow for one time, and now let's see if we can ride more or destroy more. We will see. We actually have now decorated our workshop with all the things we already destroyed. Derailleurs we have destroyed quite a lot, and some chain rings. That's my last chain ring. It's not so round anymore, and it's actually broken in two, so, and it's like not really round anymore, so there is a lot of torque happening in on these bikes, so watch out what you mount there. Don't take the weak shit, take the strong shit to mount on these bikes. They are pretty powerful. They can destroy stuff. So thank you for watching. Have a nice one.